We'll begin on Siman Kuf Chav Ches Sif Yud Gimel. If I'm not mistaken, else we have one or two. I know we have more. We have a couple of Mishna Berurahs left over from the previous Sif, correct? I think
We're up to in the Mishna Berurah, we're up to Yud Beis.
No, Mishna Berurah is the Mem Vav. Let's see, Mem Vav. Right.
My bookmark.
Cup of coffee, Denise?
My bookmark says we should begin it in the Mishna Berurah at Mem Hey.
Mem Hey, fine.
Mem Hey, okay, Mem Hey, right.
And that's what I have also.
Okay, very good.
La'asot Chamisha.
Very good.
By the
So
way,
let's-
it's the 2nd of November.
Okay, thank you. Let's just review the Machaber and Yud Beis again, and then we'll pick up with the Mishna Berurahs we need to pick up and finish from yesterday. Yeah. Any volunteers to read? Barry or Mayor? Lou, anyone? Anything?
Well, I mean, I guess I can try.
You do a good job in general, as everyone does.
Okay,
go ahead.
So we should read the Machaber again.
Let's read the Machaber in Yud Beis.
Okay. Magbihim Yedehem Kineged Kitfotehem. Okay, so the Kohen raises his hands literally opposite his shoulders, really to the level of his shoulders.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Let's see. I'm sorry, I lost my place already. Okay. Magbihim Yad Yemanit Kitsat Lamala Meha Smolit. And he lifts his right hand a little bit higher than his left hand. Ufoshtim Yedehem V'cholkin Etzbotehem. I had the problem with this word yesterday too.
Fingers.
He sort of stretches his hand and divides or separates his fingers.
Right, he spreads out his hand and separates his fingers, right.
Okay. Mikavnin lasot chamisha avirim. With the I guess the intent of making 5 spaces.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Then, let's see. Then shtei etzbaot l'shtei etzbaot avir. Okay, between the two fingers and 2 fingers, which are both on the one hand, there is 1 space. Uvein etzba legudal. Well, actually, that's on both hands then. Uvein etzba legudal. Uvein gudal legudal. And there's a space between the fingers, the finger and the thumb, and the thumb and the thumb.
Right, so they all 5 spaces.
Right. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Did you remember to how to place your thumbs?
Did I remember? I hope.
Yeah, you said the other day that you didn't know how to write.
Yeah,
over
because it's I think we read that the right thumb is slightly higher than the left thumb.
Right. So I
That's
hope you
what
did
we have.
that. Did you do that this morning?
I believe I did.
Mhm.
I do not, when I duchen, I don't know if it's proper, maybe we'll learn about it. I don't keep my eyes open. I mean, we're under the talus anyway, but I don't keep my eyes open when I duchen.
Interesting.
Sort of
Okay.
to concentrate on the words.
Very good, right here.
And maybe we'll find out if that's correct or not.
Good.
When you give your children a bracha, you close your eyes?
Actually not. Good point. Good point.
Yeah. Because listen,
Okay.
we need you to get this right because we need it. You know what I'm saying? In other words,
Well,
Counting on you.
when I duchen, I have everyone in mind.
Okay.
People, not only the congregation, but the people, you know, who
Right.
are at Colwell, the Rebbeim, everyone's in my mind
Yeah,
when I
that's
duchen.
the way, as it should be. That's right.
Okay, so just finishing up, uforshim kapehem. Okay, so we kadesh yehetok kapehem keneged haaretz. Okay, so he spreads his hands in order that I guess the palm faces. Hold it. Okay, no, it's okay. That the palm faces the earth, haaretz. The achorei yidehem keneged hashemayim, and the back of the hand faces the heavens.
Right. Very good. Okay. That'll bring us now to the Mishna Berura. Mem Hey, correct?
Yeah, that's where we got up to yesterday. So it says mikavnin la'asot chamisha. So I guess we sort of position the hands to make 5 what we called avirim, spaces. Okay, remez lazeh. Okay, this is a hint for this. Mima diktiv harachim. Hey, I guess that's hey harachim. Okay.
This
So
is Hashem. That's the Hey is Hashem.
Oh, that's Hashem? Oh,
This is based on the pasuk. Let me see.
are you sure?
I think so. I'm gonna try and locate the pasuk for you. 1 second. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
I have a comment. Since the letter hey has a numerical value of 5, I don't see the hey. Oh, there's the,
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Karachim Dixie. 1 second. 1 second. Let's see the.
harachim are the fingers, right?
Let's see.
So maybe it's like the fingers making up the 5 spaces.
Well, this is based on a pasuk in Shir Hashirim. Let's see. Let me get the.
Oh yeah, I don't think I have that here.
Karachim.
Oh, hold it. Maybe I do. Hold on.
Right.
Your Hashirim. And it's chapter 2, pasuk 9. Hold it.
That's right.
2:9. Hold on. 2:6. So this must be very poetical then.
Hearing from the lattices, okay. Harakim are like the lattices.
Oh. Okay. Well, lattices have spaces, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
And I guess because it's min ha-harakim, the hay is for the 5.
Hey, my 5 harakim right now. Where it comes 5 harakim, I'm not sure.
That's a good question.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The hay, it says ha charachim. The hay
Hey,
there stands for 5 charachim.
Oh, 5 lattices.
yeah, 5 lattices. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Okay,
Okay.
good comment. Eliezer.
Okay, very good. That's where you get the 5 harakim. It says in the pasuk harakim, hey, 5 harakim, 5 lattices. Okay.
Okay. So let's see, Mem Vav is part of this, Mem Daled, Mem Hey. Oh, yes, Mem Vav, Uforshim, Kapehem. They spread their hands out. Okay, so it says, I'm sorry, let me just get this bookmark out of here. So for Shim Kapehem Kidei Vechule. Okay, so that they should spread their hands in order, and then one was with the palms down and the backs of the hands up.
That's
Okay, so it says Rotzelamor, that is to say, Lo Kimo Shenose Echad Yadav B'Tefillah. So let's see. This is say that that one does not raise his hand, I guess, while praying. It looks like. Or okay. Shehu no say yadav kilape shemayim. So let's see. Shehu no say that he lifts his hands towards the heavens. Oh. So he's commenting that when people pray, they sort of raise their hands up a little bit.
apparently.
If they're not holding a siddur, I guess.
Right. What's the moment? Lo kamosha osim echad yadov b'tefillah shu nosev yadov klapim shemayim. Okay. So that the kavanah being, the intention being that we want that your hand should be stationary, facing downward, rather than the way some may daven with the hands raised upward.
Right. Yeah. So that the how can I say it? The hand is sort of parallel to both the ground and to the heavens. You know, it's
Right.
In between. Okay. Very good.
Okay. Let's go back to the Mechaber now. That'll bring us to Yud Gimel.
Yud Gimel. So it says, Matchilina Kohanim Lomar Yivarechecha.
I have a question.
Okay.
I remember this phrase from the Kiddush Levana. It says, Hine ze omeid, behold, he was standing, achar kaslenu, behind our wall, mashgiach min ha-chalonos, observing through the windows, meitsis min ha-charakim, peering through the lattices. Is that a reference to this? In other words, is it talking about the Kohanim? Or is it just a coincidence?
It's really a reference to Kadosh Baruch Hu. What's the intention of including this pasuk. in the,
Is that
not
pasuk
all.
from Shir HaShirim that you just quoted?
Right,
It's from Shir
Yes.
HaShirim,
Shir
original.
Hashirim 2, 8, 8, and 9.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh. 2, 8, and 9, yeah. Our quote is from 9, yeah. Okay.
right. I'd have to take a look and see what the commentaries say, why that's included in the Kiddush Levana. All right. We never have to take a look at the commentaries on Kiddush Levana. We never try and take
Thank
care of
you.
that. Okay. Good.
Okay, so going to Yud Gimel in the Mechaber,
Right.
it says Matchilina Kohanim Lomar Yivarechecha. So the Kohanim start saying Yivarechecha, that he should bless you, meaning Hashem should bless you. Okay, Haggah, V'yesh omrim shegam milat Yivarechecha Yikra oto shaliach tzibor techila. Oh, okay. And according to the Haggah, the Ramah, some say also that the word Yivarechecha, what is called out by the shliach tzibor first. It looks
Right.
like.
Exactly. Very good.
Okay, v'kein nohagim b'chol medinot elu, and this is the custom throughout all the these lands.
Right. And that's primarily, as you probably well know, that's primarily what we do as well.
Right. Okay.
You have to see the Mishnah Berura.
Mem Zion?
Yes.
Mem
Hold it.
Zion, okay.
Oh, Mem Zion. Okay. So
Mem Zion?
yes. Matchilin HaKohanim v'chulei. So the Kohanim begin by saying Yivarechecha. U'v'kohen echad she'ein korin lo. Oh.
You don't call
And
him.
there's only one Kohen. Oh. He is, they do not call him.
Right.
And I've been in that experience in the shul I daven at.
Sometimes you're the only Cohen there, huh?
Well, today, Baruch Hashem, there are always at least about a half a dozen Kohanim there. But
Oh, very nice.
when we first moved to Ramat Eshkol, the shul's population was a bit shvak. And there were times when I was the only Kohen. So when the Shliach Tzibor finished the bracha, I forget the lahodot, I would just start saying the bracha without anyone saying anything.
Right, you have to initiate it yourself.
Right. So, I mean, I've heard, and I don't know if it's a true minhag or what, but I heard that in the case when there's only one Kohen, and I think we read about this earlier this week, that someone can just say Kohen. But I think we read that.
No, I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody doing that.
No, okay.
No, the
Maybe-
minhag is not to do that. You could theoretically you do it, but that's not the minhag.
Maybe that was from my pre-Orthodox days then, maybe. Okay, if there's no source, then I strike that from the record. Okay, so let's see. So Memvav, okay. Kule Alma Modim de Makrinan le Yivarechecha. Okay, so Kule Alma. They all say Modi.
No, they all agree. They all agree. All the
Oh, they
poskim
all-
agree.
Oh, is that what that means? Okay,
Yeah.
so they all agree that I guess he should start with
No,
Yivarech.
the Makron, that the Shalik Sibur calls out Yivarecha. There's only one Kohen and they didn't, and and Kohanim weren't called out. Everybody agrees that they do call out Yivarecha. Even in places where they normally don't call out Yivarecha, when there's only one Kohen, they call out Yivarecha.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So there is an introduction, so to speak.
Right.
That's
I
a
think so.
form, Yivarecha is a form of introduction or whatever you want to
But
call
the
it.
first
It's
word is
stage,
bracha.
it's the Shliach Sibur is calling out stage directions for the Kohanim so they know what words to say. And theoretically, who's ever calling out only needs to be heard by the Kohanim because that's who he's telling. He's giving them the words to say so they can make the bracha. He does not have to shout it out for the whole shul to hear. He doesn't have to sing it. He doesn't have to do anything. He just has to say the words so the Kohanim can hear him and know what words to say.
That's the accepted practice?
That is la halacha.
That's halacha, okay, because there's one fellow in our shul, when he's in a situation where he's calling out the pesukim to the kahanim, he screams it loud,
because
and not only that, but he says it in the same intonation as the kahanim.
who's supposed to be giving the bracha? The Kohanim.
Right. So
Okay, the only purpose of the Shliach Sibur is to make sure the Kohanim say the right words. It's
Right.
giving them stage directions. It should be a whisper, just
that
so
only
the Kohanim can
they
hear it.
hear. Right. That only they. That's
That only they
shliach-
have to hear it.
Right.
You know, in my, the shul I daven here, the Shliach Sibur, he's an ovel, so he davens every day. He is very quiet. You can barely hear him say it. And then the Kohanim say it out loud. You're basically only hearing the Kohanim, which is what it should be. It's not the Shliach Sibur benching. It's the Kohanim benching.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I understand that, but they don't follow that practice in my shul.
They don't.
Yeah. And even the Shliach Sibur sometimes is very loud himself.
Right,
But
he
the-
shouldn't be. He shouldn't
Right,
be because it's not meant for him to be heard by the congregation.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to start a big machlokas in the shul. I have some ammunition now.
You tell him, Barry.
Yeah. No, that's one thing I do. If I have anything to say, I ask the gabayim. I go to a gabay and I mean, if there's something that seems to be a problem, I go to one of the gabayim. And
That's nice and humble.
And they resolve. Thank you for noticing. Finally, somebody noticed my humility. Wow.
Okay, let's see the Mr. Brewer on this.
Okay, so Memchet, Lomar Yivarechacha, to say that he should bless you.
That's the first word of the brachas, right?
Right. Okay, so Sefira Le, Dema Dekaimalan, Shetzarik Lehakrot Otam Mila B'Mila. Okay, so it's required that the words be called out word by word. Hulevad Meteva Rishona. What's that?
I mean, excluding, except for the first word.
Oh, except for the first word. Oh, okay. Develecha lemite. So that there will not be an error.
Right,
Oh,
apparently,
okay.
apparently, if you learn the pshat in the Mechaber, that the Shliach doesn't have to say the first word Yivarechacha, that's because they're not going to make a mistake about that first word. So therefore, it's not necessary for the shots to say that first word. The Mechaber is lashon here, Mechilin Kohenim Lomer, right? Yivarechacha. right? So you see from the Ramah says, V'yesh omin shegam means Yivarach Yikra also a shot, tequila. That there are those that say that the shot should also say the word Yivarechecha. So you see, what the Mechaber is saying is the shots, according to the Mechaber, does not say the word Yivarechecha. And so the
Huh.
Mishnah was explaining why could it be that the shots does not say Yivarechecha, because there they're not going to come to make a mistake. To start off the brachas, they know they'll start off the brachas, and there won't be a possibility of them getting confused about that. So therefore, they don't need to have the shliach tzibur give them the prompt to say the next word. But the first word, there's no chance that they'll make a mistake. So therefore, the shots, according to the Mechaber, does not have to prompt the Kohen to say the first word. According to the Ramah, the shliach tzibur also prompts the Kohen to say the first word as well.
Yeah, but sort of based on what Eliezer said, at least by saying it, the Kohanim know when to begin, I guess. Because if you have, let's say you have a dozen Kohanim up there in the morning, if the Chazan doesn't say Yivarechecha, then maybe one Kohanim will start saying it. Then by the time it goes, by the time the 12th Kohen hears it, they might be out of sync.
Okay, maybe obviously, if you have the prompt from the shots, they'll all be able to start off on the same foot rather than each one chiming in when they get the message. But on the other hand, though, it's not so simple that the shliach tzibur is interrupting his Hazor Shashatz to say the Birkus Kohanim, right? Only because it's a tzorach, we allow the shliach tzibur to interrupt the Hazor Shashatz.
But
Nesias Kafayim, the Birkus Kohanim is really not part of Hazor Shashatz. It was placed in Chazor Shashatz, but it's really not part of Chazor Shashatz.
Right.
What about the shliach tzibur? What about his he has to leave the Amid, right?
Right.
In other words, he's not standing directly in front of the Kohanim. Is that the correct protocol?
Well, you could stay where he is.
Protocol is that when you have duchening, most places move the stender for the shliach tzibur away from the aron, so there's room for the kohanim to go be between the shliach tzibur and the aron, and therefore they can face the whole congregation.
Yeah, but isn't there usually in our show there's a platform from the Aaron to the
Right, and that's where the kohanim stand.
right.
The shliach tzibur is away, is in front of that.
Right. So he doesn't have
Yeah,
to
but
move.
when you have a
He doesn't have to
when
move.
you have a lot of
I've seen-
Kohanim, they're very close. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen some shots is that if the Amid for some reason is placed in a position where the Kohanim are not in front of the Amid, I've seen some shliachs he was moved back to be in front of the
Yep.
Kohanim.
Yep,
It's not,
yep.
it's you're supposed to have the panim keneged panim face to face, but it's and it's certainly a important thing. But whether or not you actually have to do it, I have to see if we see any source for that you have to actually go ahead and do that.
Well,
We had
what I'm trying to get at is the shliach tzibur. Isn't he obligated to stay by the Amid? In other words, he can't be strolling around. He has to stay rooted
So
to
what
the
are-
Amid. He can't.
so
leave
what's
his
the
place.
question?
He's in the middle of davening.
Yeah, so
So I've seen the shliach tziburim, the shlichim tzibur move.
they shouldn't. They should
They
stay with the
shouldn't.
Amid.
That's what I'm saying.
They should place the Amid where they don't have to move for Birkus Kohanim. We had an interesting case this Shabbos where the Shliach Tzibur for Shachris was a Kohen.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay, and so he got to Birchas Kohanim. He turned around in place. He didn't move. He just turned around in
right,
place.
right,
did the-
exactly, exactly.
Uh-huh,
That would,
yeah,
that would make sense.
Okay.
We'll be getting to this point. We've gone a few minutes over time, so I will have to stop here. And
Okay.
we'll pick up in the middle, right in the middle of this. So we'll pick this up tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
Very good.
Hopefully see you all tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
You all have a wonderful